Hello, great people. At last, I have his identity. Yes, you heard me right. I've gotten the identity of the southern former governor that was allegedly collaborating with the 16 soldiers that were arrested for alleged coup plot to remove Bola Tinubu from office and allegedly killed him. The former southern governor that was allegedly involved. I have his identity and I will be sharing it with you. And not only that, I will be sharing with you the action of the Nigerian military, because the military special squad has invaded the home of that former southern governor. His family member have been arrested, and I will tell you a lot that is happening as regards the after effect of the failed coup plot, how Bola Tinubu is handling it, some of the action that the Nigerian military have been taking, and the implication of this for Nigeria's democracy, politics, and governance. We'll be doing all this and more on this episode of Politics with Oshuoplug, Dr. Omosholadeji. Before I give you the explosive revelation of the southern governor, let me tell you that there was a time I did a live stream where I did an in-depth analysis as regards the dynamics of coup plot in Nigeria, and particularly this one against Bola Tinubu. Do well to catch up with it. I would add it as one of the recommended videos at the end of this video. Then I have another video where I spoke about the northern identity of the alleged soldiers. I reviewed the alleged identity of the brigadier general that led the coup plot, and there was also one particular colonel. Do well to catch up with it in my video catalog. In fact, it will be the second video that I will recommend at the end of this video so that you can know what is happening holistically. Now, what are we dealing with today? The identity of the former southern governor that was allegedly involved in the coup plot. Well, the former southern governor, I have the pleasure to announce to you that is allegedly a former governor and minister of state for petroleum resources. Some of you would have known who I'm talking about because he served under the Buhari administration. And if you are yet to know him, well, let me add to it that he was the 2023 APC governorship candidate in what state? Bayelsa State. And some of you would have known who I'm talking about, but if you are yet to know, I'm talking about former governor Timipre Sylva. From the report that is coming out from the media at the moment, former governor Timipre Sylva was the one that was allegedly collaborating with the military guys to perpetrate a coup plot that will kick Bola Tinubu from office, not only to sack him from office, but also to execute him and other top politicians like the Vice President Kashim Shettima, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, the Speaker of House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas. So the former governor, the most wanted former governor in Nigeria now, is Timipre Sylva. Now, I will tell you how the military allegedly invaded his home, but I can tell you that from information, Timipre Sylva is currently not in the country. But before I tell you about how they raid his home in the Maitama area of Abuja, I need to tell you that in APC there are two factions. There are two main factions. There are different factions, but there are two main factions. Two main factions in the APC. The first faction is that of the Tinubu, or if you like, the ACN faction. That is a major faction in APC. Then the other one is the CPC bloc, which is the Buhari faction. It's not all members of the Buhari faction that are originally CPC guys. Now, Timipre Sylva is not Timipre Sylva is not of the CPC bloc, but he is a Buhari guy. Because for Muhammadu Buhari to make you Minister of State for Petroleum, definitely you would know that you must be somebody that he trusts, you must be somebody that has strong ties with him, you must be somebody that is very close and dear to his heart. And Timipre Sylva served as Minister of State for Petroleum, while Buhari himself served as the Minister of Petroleum. Now, the Nigerian Army haven't established allegedly a link between him and those military officers that were arrested. You will recall that when the news broke, the Nigerian military said that, the Nigerian military was quoted that they were investigating the southern governor, that they want to establish a link between him and this soldier, that if they can establish any substantial link or any of those soldiers were able to confess, then they will home in on that southern governor. So it's either they've been able to establish a connection between them, or maybe one of those soldiers have confessed and say, oh, Oga Timipre Sylva was the one that was allegedly backing us. So when the military got wind of substantial connection between Timipre Sylva and the soldiers arrested, they stormed his Maitama residence. When they got to his Maitama residence, they raided the apartment. According to report, they arrested his brother, and that his brother that was arrested is in the military custody as we speak now. Now, let me read something to you. Let me read something to you as regards the report of the home invasion of Timipre Sylva. The report says, according to insiders, that is, according to some of the military guys that reviewed this information to Sahara Reporters, it says a special military team carried out the operation after intelligence linked the former South governor to secret meetings allegedly held with some of the detained officers. You heard me right. They have linked Timipre Sylva to a meeting with some of the detained officers. Now, I want to read a quote for you. In that particular report, it says, Nigerian Army special team ransacked the home of Timipre Sylva, who is believed to have fled Nigeria. You heard me right. Who is believed to have what? Fled Nigeria. If you know, to use the street balance that they used to use now, when it gets to your turn, stay in Nigeria. Yeah, stay. Let the hand of Bola Tinubu touch you. Now, it says, see, who is believed to have fled Nigeria? One top source familiar with the development told Sahara. This is a quote now, he is the South former governor frequently mentioned in the case. His brother, named Paga, was picked up during the raid. The operation also extended to his Bayelsa residence. You know, I've said it in some of my past videos that the greatest sin you can commit against Bola Tinubu is to want to remove him from office as the president when he has confessed that being president of Nigeria is his lifelong ambition. Easy for somebody to plan his way to the presidency. Bola Tinubu brought Muhammadu Buhari. He waited for good solid 8 years despite knowing that Buhari was apparently a disaster. So look at how Bola Tinubu strategically maneuvered his way to become the president. He himself said it. He said, power is not served a la carte. You either grab it, steal it, and run away with it. Well, did Bola Tinubu grab it or he won the election? Did he steal it or did he earn it? I look forward to your impression in the comments section. Now, let me read the last part for you. He said another security insider said that while no official statement had been issued regarding the raid, the action was not random. That means that they have a specific target, which is Timipre Sylva, but not random, but a direct response to the intelligence linking certain political figures to the alleged coup plotter. So who is in trouble? Well, your guess is as good as mine that Timipre Sylva is in deep trouble. Now, let me tell you that don't forget that apart from Timipre Sylva, 16 military officers are still in detention, and most of these officers are allegedly Northerners, because I've been able to identify the identity of some of them, and the information that I got shows that one is from Niger State and the other is from Nasarawa State. And I did that in one of my videos. Do well to catch up with it. Now, let us look at something that is important. Timipre Sylva, is he acting alone or with the Buhari boys? That is one thing that we need to look at. Is Timipre Sylva acting alone or is acting with the Buhari boys? If he's acting alone, then good luck to him. But if he's acting with the Buhari boys, then that will be unfair, because it will be unfair for Muhammadu Buhari to have ruled for 8 years. Tinubu, was heavily involved in making him the president. You served under Buhari, you enjoyed the government. Now, Tinubu wants to serve his government, you want to remove him. Any other person or any other group of people can argue in favor of the removal of Bola Tinubu, but not the CPC faction of the All Progressive Congress. No, if it were to be Labour Party guys, if it were to be PDP guys, I would have given it a listening ears. But APC guys, so it means that now APC won't destroy APC. But then I've told you before that there are factions in APC. There's a CPC block, there's the ACN block. So is Timipre Sylva acting alone or is acting with some of the members of the Buhari camp? Another thing is that they said he fled Nigeria Well, how would he fled Nigeria? And this itself, it's a lesson for President Bola Tinubu, because if something happens and other people are able to flee, so far it doesn't affect him. He won't know that, well, the borders are porous, in the sense that if bandits commit crime or Boko Haram and they escape through the porous borders, if you tell the presidency, they will just issue condolence register and say, no, it's not genocide, don't try to, eat up the polity. They will come up with a lot of useless, silly and baseless argument. But look at what we are reading now, that Timipre Sylva has allegedly fled Nigeria. How was he able to flee Nigeria? Is it through the porous borders? Well, that is one point. Another point is corrupt immigration. Some of the members of the Nigerian Immigration Service, they are so very corrupt. Go to any airport in Nigeria, particularly international airport, when a foreign aircraft lands into Nigeria, definitely you will see the way some of them will be operating as if they are businessmen. And Timipre Sylva, having served as a former governor, having served as a Minister of State for Petroleum, will apparently have a lot of money at his disposal to bribe his way through the immigration officials. So I hope that the Tinubu government would extend its search and it would wield the big stick on the immigration as well. And one thing that I will tell Timipre Sylva is that never come back, else one of two things will happen to you. One of two things: you will either be prosecuted or persecuted. Yes, you heard me right. Timipre Sylva, if you're opportune to watch this video, never come back, at least in the life of the Tinubu administration. You may come back later when the person that likes you or that is favorable unto you is in power. But whether you are right or wrong, should you do the mistake of stepping into Nigeria, you are as good as finished. Another thing is that, will Tinubu be able to get Timipre Sylva through the Interpol? Will Interpol help? But apparently the Interpol may not want to help because they don't want to get involved in political cases. We will recall that when the Tinubu government arrested Atiku Abubakar's son-in-law, and the Tinubu government went to Interpol that, help us kind of like declare him wanted or mark him wanted in your system anywhere he shows up in the world, so that he can be arrested and repatriated back to Nigeria. But then the Interpol told the Tinubu government that, well, we are aware that you are the political rival of Atiku Abubakar. We know what is happening in Nigeria. We won't be able to help, but because we see this as a politically influenced case. In this instance, will Interpol help Bola Ahmed Tinubu to nail Timipre Sylva? Well, we wait to see what will happen in the days ahead. But the big question is, who will save Timipre Sylva? Well, I don't know. Maybe God Almighty, because the Buhari that can help and save him is long gone. Buhari that can save them is long gone. So I just hope that the APC will be able to find a middle ground among themselves, and they will stop, orchestrating coup or perpetuating coup among themselves. It's been an interesting time with you. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.